Hello friends, today again we are here with a very interesting topic of motion in a straight line, that is the graphical analysis. In the last class we had a discussion on position time graph and I discussed about the advantages of the graphical representation. Today we are going to discuss about velocity time graph. So without wasting much time, straight away coming to the topic. The first case, if you see, I have discussed the case wise structure I have designed. And if you see case number 1 here V stands for velocity or speed, you may consider. Velocity is constant here. If you see here, I have written velocity for with the passage of time 0 second, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second. At every instant, the velocity or speed is constant 2, 2, 2, 2. So if you plot this velocity versus time graph, velocity or speed you have to take in y-axis and time again you have to take in x-axis, you will get a straight line here. 0 velocity is 2 meter per second, so I will write 2 here. At 1 also velocity is 2. At 2 also velocity is 2. At 3 also velocity is 2. So if you join this graph, you will get a straight line parallel to the time axis. So if you get this kind of graph, the velocity time graph or a speed time graph which is parallel to the time axis, what does it mean? It means that the velocity is not changing with time. If the velocity is not changing with time, you will get a straight line parallel to the time axis. That means it is the case of uniform or constant velocity. That means the body is moving with uniform speed or uniform velocity or constant velocity or uniform velocity or constant velocity or uniform speed or constant speed, you may say. Okay, so this is case number 1 where the velocity is not changing with respect to time. That means the body is moving with a constant velocity. Now the students get confused in these two graphs. In the last class we had the same nature of graph, but that was a position time graph. Here I have drawn xt graph. Xt, that means x stands for distance or displacement. That means this is a position time graph and this is a velocity time graph what we discussed here. If you see both of these graphs, the nature of the graph is same. Both the graphs are parallel to the time axis. But in this the velocity is not changing in the first one. In the second one the position is not changing. So if the velocity is not changing, this first graph indicates constant velocity or constant speed graph. But the second graph with the same nature indicates the body is at rest. Why? Because the position is not changing. Generally the students get confused in these two graphs. Whenever they see the question in the examination, the velocity time graph, they see this is a straight line, so in a hurry they write the body is at rest. No. Very carefully you have to observe what is written on y-axis. If it is written velocity, this will be the case of constant velocity. If it is written position, it will be the case of for the body at rest. So don't get confused in these two graphs. This is very important. Okay, coming to the second graph. In the last class we had a discussion on the calculation of slope also. You must have remembered how to calculate the slope. The basic formula for slope is change in y-axis upon change in x-axis. We have calculated the slope for position time graph and we have seen that if you calculate the slope of a distance time graph, you will get speed. If you calculate the slope of a displacement time graph, you will get velocity. If you see here, again I have taken the time interval to be same 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. And at 0 second the velocity is 0. At 1 second I have taken the velocity to be 2 meter per second. At 2 second the velocity to be 4 meter per second. At 3 second the velocity to be 6 meter per second. So again if you draw this graph, you will get a straight line. If you see here, the time interval is same 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Here 2 meter per second, 2 meter per second, 2 meter per second. That means the velocity is increasing in a uniform rate. If the velocity is increasing in a uniform rate, that means if you get a straight line, velocity time graph or a speed time graph, you will get a straight increasing line passing through the origin. That means it indicates the case of uniform acceleration. How? If you calculate the slope of a VT graph, what is the formula for slope of a VT graph? Change in y-axis upon change in x-axis. In y-axis now you have taken velocity. In y-axis you have taken velocity or speed. SI unit for speed is meter per second. So in y-axis you will write meter per second, and x-axis you have taken time, that is second. So meter per second upon second, the unit you will get meter per second square. That means if you calculate the slope of a VT graph, you are getting unit meter per second square. Meter per second square is the unit for acceleration. That means if you calculate the slope of a speed time graph or a velocity time graph, you will get acceleration. Now if you calculate the slope, in the last class also we had a detailed discussion on the calculation of slope. If you see here, at 0 second the velocity is 0, at 1 second the velocity is 2. At 1 second the velocity is 2, so I have marked this point A. At 2 second the velocity is 4. At 2 second the velocity is 4. At 3 second the velocity is 6. Velocity is 6. So when you plot these points graphically, you will see these points you will get. You are going to get these points. And you have to then join with the help of scale or a ruler, you will get a straight line. Okay, now calculate the slope for different section. Let us calculate the slope for different section. I have calculated for few sections. For example, OA. Now what is the formula for slope? Change in y-axis upon change in x-axis. Slope for OA. O is the starting point, A is the ending point. Now what is written on y-axis with respect to point A? 2. What is written on x-axis with respect to point O? 0. So this is 2 minus 0. 2 minus 0. Now coming to x-axis, change in x-axis. What is written corresponding to O on x-axis? 1. With respect to point O on x-axis, it is written 0. So 1 minus 0. You are getting 2 meter per second square. Next, calculate the slope for section AB. AB. Okay. What is written corresponding to point B on y-axis? 4. What is corresponding to point A? 2 on y-axis. 4 minus 2. So this is the change on y-axis. 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2. What is written corresponding to point B on x-axis? 2. What is corresponding to point A? 1. 2 minus 1. Again 2 minus 1. 4 minus 2 upon 2 minus 1. Again you are getting 2 meter per second square. If you calculate the slope for OC, now with the help of writing the coordinate also you can calculate the slope. See here, suppose you have to calculate the slope for OC. O is the starting point, so I will write coordinate x1 comma y1. x1 comma y1. Here it is origin, so it will be 0 comma 0. It will be 0 comma 0. Ending point is point C, so here I will write x2 comma y2. Now what is x here? 3. What is y here? 6. So this coordinate becomes 3 comma 6. Now you got the coordinates of both the points 0 comma 0 and 3 comma 6. So change in y-axis will be y2 minus y1. So this is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. This is the change. y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. This will also give you the slope. This is the change in y-axis upon change in x-axis. So either you follow the first method, writing the corresponding points, or you first mark the coordinates and just write the formula y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. But carefully you have to plot the coordinates. Okay, so this is one method. Okay, so if you see the slope here, y2 minus y1, that is 6 minus 0 upon 3 minus 0, x2 is 3 and x1 is 0, so 3 minus 0, again you are getting 2 meter per second square. That means if you get a straight line inclined at some angle with respect to the time axis, then it indicates the case of uniform or constant acceleration, because the acceleration is constant here. Okay, coming to case 3. Here if you see, at 0 velocity or speed is 0. At 1 velocity or speed is 1 meter per second. This one. At 2 it is 4. At 2 it is 4. At 9 it is 3. if you see, the time interval is same, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. But if you see here, in case of velocity or speed, it is 1 meter per second. The difference is 3 meter per second and 5 meter per second. That means the velocity is increasing in a non-uniform way. Okay, the difference is not constant. So you will get, if you plot this graph and you join this with a free hand, you will get a curved graph. The curved velocity time graph or the curved speed time graph indicates non-uniform acceleration. Straight line indicates uniform acceleration, curved indicates non-uniform acceleration. Okay, so this is case number 3. Coming to the last case, case number 4. Here you can, if it's better if you don't write speed, here you will consider V as the velocity. In first 3 cases I have written speed or velocity, speed or velocity, speed or velocity. Because in these 3 cases, here it is constant, here it is increasing, here it is also increasing. Here this is a decreasing graph. In the last class also we had a discussion on position time graph. This will give the negative velocity in case of position time graph. You must watch that video. Okay, so in this case, if you see here, at 0 it is 4 meter per second, and 1 it is 2 meter per second, at 2 it is 0 meter per second, at 3 second it is minus 2 meter per second, at 0 it is 4 meter per second. This is the first point. At 1 it is 2 meter per second, at 1 it is 2 meter per second. This is the second point. At 2 it is 0. So at 2 second the graph is crossing this 0. So at 2 the value of y, that is v, on y-axis we have taken v. So the value of velocity at 2 second is 0, and at 3 second it is minus 2. At 3 second it is minus 2. So if you calculate the slope here again, for slope OA, O is the starting point, A is the ending point. Corresponding to A, what is written here? 2. Corresponding to O, what is written here? 4 on y-axis. So change is 4 to 2. Okay, A is the final point, so you will write 2 minus 4. 2 minus 4. For time axis, what is written at point A? 1. At point O, 0 on y-axis. Change in y-axis will be 1 minus 0. 1 minus 0. Answer you are getting minus 2 meter per second square. Okay, for portion AB also you can calculate A to B. B is the ending point, A is the starting point. What is written at point B? 2. Sorry, 0. 0. On y-axis it is 0. For x-axis it is 2. So what is written at point B for y-axis? 0. For point A it is written 2. So 0 minus 2. 0 minus 2 is the change in y-axis. Change in x-axis, what is written at x-axis corresponding to point B? 2. What is written over here on x-axis corresponding to point O? 0, because this is the origin. So 0 minus 2, sorry, corresponding to 8 is written 1. Okay, sorry. Corresponding to 8 is written 1. So 2 minus 1. It is for portion AB. So 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1. This is minus 2 meter per second square. So this is a straight line but a decreasing graph. So decreasing graph will always have a negative slope. This minus sign indicates retardation. The negative acceleration indicates a retardation. That means the velocity is decreasing in a uniform rate. Okay. So these are the 4 cases. In the first case, if you get a straight line parallel to the time axis, that means it is the case of uniform velocity or constant velocity graph. If you get a straight line inclined at some angle with respect to time axis, that means it is a uniform acceleration or constant acceleration. The slope of a velocity time graph or a speed time graph gives acceleration. If you get a curved graph, velocity time graph or a speed time graph, it means a non-uniform acceleration. If you get a decreasing straight line, that means it is a non-uniform retardation. You must watch my video of position time graph also, where we had a detailed discussion on calculation of slope. Okay. In the next class, we will have a new topic on the graphical analysis. Till that time, see you. Bye bye.